right, good morning, hockey fans, or afternoon. 12:15 sitting up in Superior, Wisconsin, facing off against Duluth East in the first game of the tournament. Still getting no sound. Let me reseat one more time. All right, try again. Are we able to get sound? Give me a thumbs up, I hope. Loose puck back of the net and going to be cleared by Maroney. And a little too much sauce is going to be icing on it. All right, face off after an icing from the Lightning. Shot on goal happened from Duluth East, and loose change, and it was cleared and down for an icing. We're at 14:31 remaining. Thank you so much, Jesse, for letting me know. Sorry for everybody that I had to restart the stream, but we're back in action. Scoreless game still, 40 seconds into the game. Duluth East has been controlling the puck for the most part with one icing by the Northern Lakes Lightning. They're finally able to get a clear and trying to take up with Butcher, keeping some pressure. Evenson keeping it in, but it's going to be turned around. Neutral ice. Duluth East approaching, looking for a centering option, just went wide. And Lightning able to pick it up, trying to dump it up to Butcher. Looking the other way, and Duluth East is going to pick it back up in their zone, coming through the neutral ice. Good stick on from Dawber, breaks up any play. Good clear as Duluth East has to take up. They leave it behind. Kess is able to pick it up. Kess coming to the shot, and he puts one up. Protector save, picking up a rebound, putting it out front, and it looks like covered by the Tendy. 13:21 remaining in the first period. We haven't missed much since restarting the live stream. Thanks again for reporting no audio. We reset that stream. It's a good note. I got to have the microphone plugged in before going live. Maroney takes a drop, pushes it back to Ani, but Duluth East there to meet him at the blue line, and they're going to turn it over in neutral ice. Loose puck out front. Good clear by Kilmer. Trying to keep the pressure, and Duluth East dumps it behind the net. Evenson trying to pick it up, battle along the boards. He pushes up to Maroney. Maroney pushes over to Kess, and Duluth East able to get a stick on it and neutral ice, break up that play. Duluth East losing the boards. Ani puts a good stick on it, and Kess dumping it in. Duluth East retrieving it. Out front, good poke away from the goalie as Evenson was coming in to try to clean up some loose change, but good poke away. Duluth East entering the zone, stick handling, no pressure. Dawber comes in, puts some pressure. Duluth East puts a shot, goes to the side of the net. Dawber battling along the boards. And good clear and tipped by Duluth East, icing already waved off. Goaltender comes out and picks it up. Lightning changing up the line. Duluth East picking up the neutral zone. They're coming in, trying to combat it out and knock the puck loose. Gets behind the net. Duluth East first to pick it up. Butcher to also picking it up, trying to push it up. Back to the blue line. Duluth East is going to pick it up. Tall number 9 hits a skate off of Horton, pushes it off to the corner. Oh, little too much lift on that one from Horton as it goes into the Northern Lakes bench. 11:31 scoreless game so far. And they're going to call face-off back in the Northern Lakes zone. Taking the drop, Maroney with Ani and Kess on his sides. Looks like Evenson changing up the lines a little bit. Carr unable to join us for today, number 16. Duluth East trying to get a good centering option, knocked away by Kess. Cleared zone, Duluth East picking up in neutral, and they're going to dump it in. Ani off to the races to meet up with Duluth East in the corner. Kess gives it a good poke, gets it knocked loose. Maroney picking it up right along the lines, but gets a good stick from Duluth East and knocks it off. Duluth East leaving it behind. Maroney pushes it off. Kess is out front there. He's going to take a shot and saved by the Tendy and decides to cover. 10:45 remaining in the first. Butcher's taking the drop. Knocked underneath some skates. Horton puts one out to the wide of the net. Butcher keeping the pressure, making Duluth East on their toes. And Duluth East passing it up to the line, clearing the zone. Good stick on from Horton. Breaks up the play from coming in. Duluth East maintaining control though. Dawber trying to poke it away. Does get a good clear. Butcher's trying to push it up the boards, but Duluth East coming back and forth. Duluth East coming to the net. And good breakup by Dawber. Dawber pushes it out center. Just misses his man, but Duluth East is able to miss it as well. Duluth East pushing it back up along the boards. They're entering the zone. And saved by Peterson and covers. $9:43 remaining in the first. Again, scoreless game at this point, 0-0. Maroney taking the drop. Duluth East maintains control off the drop. Takes a shot, looking for a one-timer out front, but just misses his man. Duluth East again trying to put it out front. Misses their man again. Put one on net. Goes through the crease, back into the corner. Kess trying to push it through. Good defense going on by Duluth East. Kess pushes it up. Not enough sauce, and that's going to be no icing. Duluth East going to have to maintain control. Good stick or skate by one of the Northern Lakes, kept it in, but Duluth East maintained control. We got a breakaway option for Duluth East. They're going to take a shot wide. 6 stave from Peterson. Knocks it over to the side to clear the loose change out front. Duluth East still picking it up, trying to maintain control. Doing so. Duluth East takes another shot, hits the side of the net. They're going to round the corner. Sliding save by Peterson, knocks it out just in time. Maroney pushing it up, just misses his man for Kess, and that's going to be an icing for Northern Lakes. 8:32 remaining in the first. Butcher taking the drop. Duluth East pokes it in, trying to get a shot, but not able to do so. While the good clear, it turns over to back to Duluth East and back to the Lightning, and back over to Duluth East. Back and forth game with that. Back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to wind up, take a shot, intercepted before it hits the net. Loose change sitting out, trying to get knocked around, but Duluth East able to skate it out. We got Dawber and Kilmer back on defense. Good stick by Kilmer, but good pass over by Duluth East. Saved by Peterson and broke. Duluth East maintaining control, tries to get a shot, but intercepted by Kilmer and knocked away. Duluth East still maintaining control. Putting one on net. Loose puck out front, knocked away. Saved a couple shots, I believe, from Peterson. Hard shot coming in, just goes over Peterson's shoulder. Duluth East maintaining control, passes back to the blue line. They're going to take another shot. Saved by Peterson, but loose change is going to be collected and put back to the net by Duluth East. For the first goal up on the board at 7:34, Duluth East is going to be up 0-1. Duluth East maintaining control as they take the face-off, enter into the zone. They're going to see a shot on goal, saved by Peterson. Loose change still up front, and Peterson decides to cover. Drop comes down. Duluth East maintaining the control, takes another shot, goes behind the net. Duluth East picking back up, trying to center it, but good stick by Kilmer, knocks it. Oh! That's going to be a penalty on Duluth East. I'm going to guess body checking. That's going to put us on our first Buster's Masonry power play opportunity for the boys. Power play opportunity for the Lightning. 5-on-4 hockey. Maroney taking the drop. He's got Kess slightly behind him. Refs waiting for the penalty to get on the clock for 2 minutes. No, a minute and a half on the minors here. Scoreboard ahead of us. Not going to see much of that with the filming. I'll show you where it's at. There we go, a minute and a half for number 14 on Duluth East. Back to ready to play hockey. We're trying to push it back, but Duluth East able to pick it up. They are short-handed at this point. Heavy defense expected. Pass up to Kess. Kess is going to put one on goal. Knocked to the corner. Maroney's going to pick it up. Maroney tries to push it over to Evenson, but a good stick from Duluth East intercepts that pass and knocks it. Duluth East skate through neutral zone, skating into the zone. Good pressure by Kilmer, trying to center it from Duluth East, but nobody there as they overskated it. Up to Maroney from Kess. Maroney's going to put one on net, and it's going to go wide. Duluth East skating out out of the zone. Good pressure from Dawber, but Duluth East still maintaining control, trying to ring around. Good poke around, but Duluth East maintains control. Shot on goal, saved by Peterson. 31 seconds remaining in the power play opportunity from Rhode Lakes Lightning at 6:09 remaining in the first. Duluth East pushes it back, misses their man. They're going to have to take up. They push it back up on the blue line. They're able to pick it up. Duluth East coming in. Can't get a shot off in time. They lose the puck into the corner. Good clear by Christensen, but turns over just at the blue line by Duluth East. Duluth East coming in. Good defense going on by Horton. And Evenson's going to try pushing it up to Butcher. Just misses his mark and turnover to Duluth East. Duluth East dumps it in. Delayed penalty coming on the Northern Lakes Lightning. Looks like it's going to be... Okay. 5:14 remain in the first. Evenson going in to the sin bin. This is going to put us under Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Heavy defense expected as 4-on-5 hockey for the Lightning. Minute and a half will be going up on the board. Minute and a half for number 15. I don't think that's right. I think it's going to be 58, but they put 15 up on the board. Duluth East took a shot, and Lake's trying to intercept it. Looking for a one-time pad save by Peterson, but they will put one up over the pad. So goal number 2 for Duluth East. Lightning down 0-2, 4:55 remaining in the first period. Back on 5-on-5 hockey. He's trying to pop it in. Picked up by Kess along the boards. He pushes him by his man. He's coming in. He's got an opportunity. Takes a shot. Good stick by Duluth East. Prevents the shot from getting off. Duluth East passing it up. Over, Maroney's got it. He pushes it up to Kess, but good stick by Duluth East, keeps it in play. And there's a clear from Ani. He's pushing up just fans on the shot and cleared away by Christensen into the corner. Centering option just bounces over Duluth East puck stick. Hogue picking it up, skating it up, pushes it up to Butcher. Good Duluth East stick, knocks it out of play. Got Kilmer back on 1-on-1, takes a shot. Good stick by Kilmer, pushes it up and over the net. But Duluth East first to pick it up. Looking for centering, but only Lightning there to pick it up. But Duluth East picks it back up as well. Evenson trying to clear it. Good stick from Kilmer. Prevents the shot getting it, but kind of redirects. Peterson still saves. Another shot on goal saved by Peterson. Christensen clears the zone. Duluth East wisely taken up. Good stick from Kilmer, knocks the play off, but Duluth East still maintaining control, takes a shot, gets on the side net. And covered by Peterson. .3:10 remaining in the first period. Again, Lightning down 0-2. Taking the drop, pushing it back to Dawber. Dawber tries to push it up. Looks like it hit the ref. Evenson trying to push it up to Kess, unable to hit his mark. Duluth East pushing it back and forth. They keep it in, and there's going to be a clear. Maroney picks up. He's got Kess with him, but 2 defense right on front of him. Takes a shot, goes hard behind the net. Kess can around pick it up, look for a centering option. Oh, just a good centering option. And Maroney might have hit the pads on the tendy. Loose puck underneath some skates. Some loose change, and it's going to be covered under Peterson. .222 remaining in the first. Butcher coming for the drop. Duluth East pushing it back. Going top side circle, looking for a tip. Saved and covered by Peterson. Coming out, trying to stick handle it around, but Duluth East gets a good stick on it. They get it clear. Butcher pushes it in. Duluth East first there to pick it up. Both keeping some pressure, but they pass it up past them. And they hit their man at the blue line. Ani off to the races, got Kilmer in front. Stick handles around it, just fans on a potential shot on goal. Unable to get that off in time for Duluth East. Trying to clear, doesn't quite get it clear. Horton picking up behind the net. But Duluth East beating them. And they're going to see another shot on goal, pushing it up front. Slow roller, and Peterson covers. Minute 21 remaining. First period. Good poke away from Cass, able to get it clear as Duluth East has to take up. Duluth East hitting their men back in neutral ice. Fans on the shot, but still able to put one out in center. Good stick, push it off in the corner. Or behind the net, I should say. Back to top circle. Nobody there as Duluth East pushes it over. Cass is able to get it clear, but Duluth East picking it back in neutral. Pass over, trying to get centered. Unable to get there as Dawber intercepts it. Butcher comes out. And Dawber pushing it in. Cass off to the races behind the net. Butcher trying to intercept some. Maroney picks it up, takes a shot, trying to hit Cass out middle, but Duluth East on top of him. Duluth East skates it out of the zone. Good stick from Christensen. Pushed it off to the side, breaks out any play potential. Duluth East trying to center it. Nobody there but Cass. Cass is going to clear it. He sees Maroney as the potential. Maroney off to the races, but unable to get there in time, and that's going to be a icing on Northern Lakes Lightning. 4 seconds remaining in the first period. Duluth East trying to get a shot off here within the first 4 seconds of the drop. Goes behind the net, and that's going to be the end of the first period. Duluth East up at 2, Northern Lakes at 0. The tournament rules, they are 15-minute periods, minute and a half on the minors, and no Zamboni ice reconditioning during any period. So we'll be back-to-back periods with brief intermissions. Northern Lakes Lightning playing today at 12:15, and then we have tomorrow's game at 12:15 against Cooper Armstrong, and then again 5:15 against Sioux Falls, if my memory serves me correctly. We'll try to be live at all the games. Sunday is TBD. We'll learn more once we know where our bracket play is. right, 15 minutes on the board. Again, Lightning down to the deficit by 0-2. Battle in neutral ice, but Duluth East is going to be able to successfully come out and covered by Peterson. Duluth East winning the drop. They're pushing it back to the blue line. Takes a shot. Just goes to the crease. Duluth East passing it back down to the corner. Duluth East, good stick on by Evenson. Breaks up that shot. Trying to get it clear. And it hits the back of Horton, it looks like. Shot goes behind the net, intercepted by Evenson. Evenson trying to push up the boards to Butcher, but intercepted by Duluth East. They're going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Good stick by Evenson, tries to push it off, but they are going to enter the zone back in. Butcher picking up around the boards. Duluth East trying to center it and just misses the shot. Trying to clear, Duluth East picks it back up. And saved by Peterson. New view from the goalie cam. We're just trying to go a little bit wider on the view from the GoPro sitting behind. That'll be uploaded to YouTube. We'll see if it's before the end of the weekend or after we're back at home. Maroney taking his time in the back in the corner, nobody pressuring it. He's going to try ringing the boards over to Kess. Kess got a good stick on it, but Duluth East able to keep it back in play. Duluth East trying to take a shot from top circle. Battle along the corner. Duluth East able to try to push it out, and they still get a stick on it. Keeping possession. Back to the top blue line. They blow a tire, but still able to get centered. Takes a shot. I don't know who that hit off to, but went into the corner. There's a clear. That's keeping some good pressure. Good poke away. That's trying to center. Maroney's there. Tried to backhand it, but good defense going on by Duluth East, and they turn it over. They're coming in the zone. Skating around. Kilmer takes a shot, and they will put one in for number 3 at 12:22 of the second period. Lightning 0, Duluth East 3. Duluth East passing it up. They're entering the zone. Takes a hard shot. Saved by Peterson. Duluth East winning the face-off, trying to take a shot on goal. Gets knocked behind the net. Kilmer keeping pressure. Butcher tries to intercept, just knocks off the skate. Shot on goal from back at the blue line. Unable to get there. Duluth East picking it up behind the net. They're around the circle. Pushing it back to the blue line. Looking for a one-timer to the other blue line with a tip, but no goal. Butcher picks it up at the blue line. He's got one-on-one. Tries to take a shot, but deflected off of Duluth East. Duluth East tripping up, but still gets a shot. Just goes wide. Just barely. Duluth East maintaining control, takes another shot, and covered by Peterson. 11:09 left in the second. Ready for the drop, push over to Kess. Kess is maintaining control, skating through a number of Duluth East, but they are able to finally get a good stick on it and skate it out. But Maroney tries to push it up. He does do so up to Kess. Full squad of Duluth East there to cover him. Duluth East clearing the zone. Christensen trying to keep the pressure and gets his man knocked off the puck, but they're still going to pick it up behind the net. Pass it up front. Looking for a backhand, and they do put one over. That's going to be number 4 for Duluth East. East maintaining control off the drop. Hogue picks it up, neutral light, or center of the tendy, and gets a good clear. Cleared by Lightning. Duluth East pushing it, getting it at neutral light zone and coming in strong. Hard shot just goes over. Icing calling on the Lightning, and it will be at 9:58 remaining in the second period.
Duluth East number 10, Maxwell Laurion, assisted number 6, Hunter Schinigoi. That's Laurion, Schinigoi, and 4.
Duluth East winning the face-off, pushing it back to the line. Just missed a pass, but Duluth East still be able to maintain control. Pass in the top circle, takes a shot. Saved by Peterson. Maroney picks it up. Maroney trying to push it up to Kess. Kess is going to dump it in. Duluth East pushes it up. One-on-one, Dawber left. Oh, another one comes in. Looking to take a shot, just goes wide. Looking for, I think, a one-timer on the side. Another shot coming up on goal. Just another shot gets deflected. Just trying to keep some. Another shot. Thought that might have been offsides, but kept it in on the blue line. Maroney picking it up behind the nets. He's going to take one down. He's going to try to put it on net. Does put one right on the goaltending. They're going to have to play it. If he's stumping it in. Duluth East takes a shot. They are going to put one more in. Lightning 0, Duluth East 5. 8:27 remain in the second period. East takes another shot, saved by Peterson.
Scoring for East number 5, Will 6 number 3, Easton Smith, 13, Easton Tezak, 13, Smith, Tezak, 6:33.
He's taking the face off. Shot on goal saved by Peterson. Loose change trying to be cleaned up. Takes another shot, goes wide. Duluth East still picking it up and maintaining control. Side circle, they're pushing it down back in the corner. Good stick from Evenson. Maintains control, but sends it down a little too far for an icing on Northern Lakes. Maintain control, looking for a centering option. Good pressure being kept, can't get something off. Passes up the middle circle, takes a shot, saved by Peterson, and loose change comes down and he covers. Trying to keep some pressure. Duluth East maintaining control as they round the back of the net. Shot just goes slow roll right through the crease on the side. Gunnar picks it up, trying to push it out. Duluth East intercepts it. Takes a shot, goes wide. Gunnar again trying to push it out. Duluth East maintaining control. Dawber picking it up. Trying to use the boards, but Duluth East maintains control and dumps it back in. Shot on goal saved by Peterson. When he picks it up, gets it clear. But Duluth East picks it up, neutralized. They're coming in back in with a vengeance, looking for shot potential just wide. Still maintaining control, picking it up. Good stick from Dawber, pushes out to the blue line. Hard shot goes and saves by Peterson, and he covers. Unsure what's being called, but it does look like a 5-on-5 hockey. Looks like the boys were having a little discussion by the net. Boys are going to take a little time to cool out. Unsure if that's going to be for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Clock not starting. There it is. 6:23 remaining in the second period. Who's that in the border? Dawber looks like. And that's going to be an icing call on Duluth East. Fox looking for a little confirmation of how long they're in for, but Roan takes a drop. Duluth East picking it up though. Skating out of the zone. Looking for a centering option just right in front of Duluth East. Unable to make that an execution. Good stick, tries to push it out. Unable to do so. Duluth East going to take a centering option. Slow roller. Peterson covering.
Loiselle Myers for cross-checking, number 9, Dawber. Number 2,
Dawber was cross-checking. I didn't hear what Duluth East was called for. They both got one in the box. Centering option just bounces over the stick of Butcher. Butcher able to pick it up. Turns over to Duluth East as they try to pass it out. Duluth East coming in with the numbers. Christensen forcing his man to the outside, but he picks up and comes back in center. Good stick from Christensen, knocks it loose. Maroney picking it up. Good stick from Duluth East, keeping the puck in play. Butcher picking it up. And Duluth East turnover. Duluth East passing it back and forth in neutral. That's going to be an offsides on Duluth East. Tried to drag his leg across, but just a little beyond. Maroney picking up. He's got two defensive men in front of him. Takes a shot, pad save, puts it over to the corner. Duluth East not being combated at all. Picked up, that's going to be an offsides. A little too quick on Christensen. 4:38 remaining in the second period. Lightning down 0-5. He's maintaining control, pushes it up. Clear from the Lightning. Duluth East pushing it back in. Christensen knocks it loose. Cass's going to pick it up. He's got one in front, two shortly right behind him. Good stick on Duluth East. Prevents any shot from getting behind, but they leave it behind. Cass puts one behind the net, around the corner. Evenson trying to pick it up, but Duluth East there to pick it up. Maroney prevents it from leaving. Like a clear from Duluth East, and they're going to pick it up neutral zone. They're skating hard in. Christensen there on defense. Good stick. Prevents that shot from getting too close on net. Gets the side. Duluth East still maintaining control. They're going to take a shot. Saved by Peterson. Trying to get a clear. Slow roller. Vinda's going to pick it up. Trying to stick handle it. Shot goes behind the net. Christensen keeping his man tied up. Vinda trying to knock it loose. But Duluth East maintaining control. They're trying to push it up. Just fans on the pass. Maroney keeping some pressure. Christensen trying to strip it away. And that's going to be a clear. Icing already waved off. Duluth East might have had an icing on that. Just missed their pass as they're beyond the red line and pushes it a little too far. 2:51 remaining of the second period. Lightning down 0-5. Full team made it up here in the Northern Lakes Lightning. Carr going to be a day behind. Horton keeping it out of play. Dawber picking it up, trying to use the boards, but Duluth East intercepts it. A little neutral ice back and forth. Good clear again by Lightning. And Duluth East entering just in nick of time as they had to take up. Shot goes just on the side of the net. And Lightning trying to round the boards. Duluth East there to pick it up, puts one on the other side of the net, goes to the other side, far corner. Duluth East back to the blue line, takes a hard shot wide. Gilman trying to get there. Duluth East picks it up. Trying to sneak one around. And put it back to the blue line. Shot, pad save. Good clear by Kilmer. Duluth East trying to put one on again. Knocked away by Peterson. Loose change sitting coming out slowly, but knocked back from behind the net. Duluth East trying to push it back. Top circle, back to the blue line. And good stick interruptions. Duluth East grabs out of there, throws it down. Trying to push it back to Maroney, unable to do so. Shot on goal. High sticking being called on Duluth East. No goal. We'll be coming down to the far side. Minute 23 remaining in the second period. He's picking it up, face off, passing up. They're entering the zone. Christensen trying to push up the boards to Kess, but intercepts by Duluth East. Ani trying to clear, gets back to the blue line for Duluth East. They're maintaining control. Mishandled the stick and hits a skate off of the Lightning Kess, and they're able to pick it up with Butcher and Kess trying to push one on net. Shot saved by Tendy, pushed it off to the side. Duluth East picking it up, and they're skating hard out of the zone. He's got nobody else in front of him. He's going to take a hard shot, saved by Peterson. Duluth East pushing it off from the corner, pushing it back to the blue line. They're going to take a shot, just goes side of the net. He's picking it up on the far side circle, takes a shot, looking for a one-timer, doesn't hit their man. And turn over to Gerhardt. Gerhardt pushes up to Butcher. Butcher's got Kess, and good stick on by Duluth East, able to knock that play off. We got Christensen back, and good stick maneuver around from Duluth East, able to push it past Christensen. That's going to be the end of the second period. Lightning 0, Duluth East 5. I believe in the tournament, once any team scores above 6 points on a lead, it will be running time during the tournament. Minute on the board for a quick intermission. Again, no Zamboni between any periods during any of these games this weekend, so stay tuned. All right, 15 more minutes on the board. Period 3 coming at us. Lightning down 0-5. Time to rally. Duluth East taking a shot from the blue line. Peterson decides to cover. Stick on by Kess, breaks up any plays, trying to push it out, but Duluth East there to pick it up. 9 and hot the trot, coming in trying to stick handle, just hits the side of the net and stayed there, but good clear away from Duluth East, pushes it back, trying to look for a one-timer. Gunnar picking it up, pushes it up to Evenson, just past Evenson, and Duluth East turns it over, and they're going to be entering back into the zone. Pad saved by Peterson as he puts one down just in time. Pushed it off to the corner, back to the blue line. Duluth East takes another shot and covered by Peterson. 14-10 remaining in the third period. Duluth East maintaining control, pass to the middle circle, far circle, takes a shot, saved by Peterson. Peterson covers. Top circle, saved by Peterson. Loose change left behind. Ani's going to pick it up. Trying to push it up. Hits Evenson. And turnover to Duluth East. Duluth East looking near circle, takes a shot, interrupted by Christensen. They're going to push it back around the corner, back to the blue line. And intercepted by Lightning, trying to get it clear. But Duluth East pushing it off in the corner. Shot on goal, but hits the side of the net. Duluth East picking it up. Pushing it back to the blue line. Blue line's going to take a hard shot. Saved by Peterson. Winning the face-off, pushing back to blue line. They're going to dump it in the corner. It's a battling out in the corner. Going to assist. Gets knocked back to the Duluth East defensive men and back on the blue line. Shot goes high and to the other side of the corner. Battle along the boards. Duluth East maintains control. Takes a shot, saved by Peterson. Some loose change, gets shot again, but saved by again Peterson, knocked it off the corner. Puck gets knocked out into the neutral zone. Evenson trying to battle it out, but big pass from Duluth East, puts it back up on blue line. Center in the zone, just fans on the shot, picks it up, they're trying to sweep one over, and no goal. Still in play. Looking for a one-timer. Able to pick that in. Duluth East still maintaining control. Pushing it back to the blue line. Man just came in. Shot on goal. Gets deflected in the air and Peterson gloves it. 11:58 of the third period. Check away from Kess. Duluth East off the puck, but they're going to pick it up. Push it back to the blue line. Shot goes wide. Shot gets deflected up to Kess from Maroney. Kess coming off. Just puts it just a little high. Christensen keeping it in. Pogue battling out, and Duluth East able to pick it up. Going to be an offsides on Duluth East at 11:15. Duluth East pushing it back and pushing it back in the zone. Looking for a man, top circle. He's skating in hard. Saved by Peterson, knocked behind the net. Looks like a penalty coming on for Duluth East. Cross checking. Two going in the sin bin. It's going to put us on another Buster's Masonry power play for 11:01 remaining in the third period. Lightning down 0-5.
East, number 2,
Indeed, the call. Play broken up. Kilmer's got it. Skating in with it. Taking a shot, top circle, just puts it behind the net. But you're trying to keep some pressure. Duluth East able to skate with it out. Good stick by Evenson. Didn't keep it in for a moment. But number 9 from Duluth East coming in strong again. Takes a shot, saved by Peterson. Another save by Peterson. Good stick, pushes it away. Dawber's going to pick it up. He's trying to find a man, but just misses a mark. Duluth East forced to retract back into their zone. Duluth East coming in strong. Christensen pushing him out from the corner. Duluth East will put one more in back of the net. That will be goal number 6. At 10:01. Shorthanded goal for the Duluth East as they still have 30 seconds. Had 30 seconds on the penalty. It is running time at this point with just over 9 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the game. Northern Lakes need to close that gap by 1 or have a stop play. Offsides being called on Duluth East.
Scoring for East, number 10, Maxwell Laurion, 6.
Skating in through the neutral zone, coming in the zone. Taking his time around and back of the net. Takes a shot from the top circle, saved by Peterson. East maintaining control, they're taking a shot. Oh, just a good tip. Bouncer over to Peterson. And that would be number 7. For Duluth East. 8:30 remaining in the third period. Duluth East entering the zone. Take a shot, just goes high over the net. Maintaining control. Good stick from Bennett, tries to knock the play off. Duluth East picks it back up. Pushing back, top circle, gets picked up by number 5. Christensen using the boards, knock it through. Duluth East first to pick it up past the red line. Skating out of the zone. Centering option from Duluth East just goes past their man stick, then picking it up. Pushing on net, and he clears the net. Duluth East looking to center it, and cleared by Northern Lakes Lightning, but that's going to be a little too much. That's going to be a icing. 6:50 remaining in the third period. And he gets it clear. Already picking it up. He's got Kess on the side of him. Already just a little too far off his stick, and Duluth East blows a tire. Good centering option by Kess. Maroney not able to make anything of that. Offsides on Duluth East. pressure to Horton. But Duluth East able to pick it up. Shot on goal saved by Peterson. Rounding back of the net for Duluth East. Pushing it back to the blue line. Pushes one up towards the net. That's wide. Butcher keeping the pressure, but Duluth East still maintaining control. They're going to see another shot on goal. Saved by Peterson. Bouncing puck. Looking for a one-time. Just gets pushed to the side. Duluth East not able to make anything of that, but they still maintain control. Good stick breaks it up from the Lightning. Back to the defensive men. They're going to dump it back in. Butcher picking it up. Push it over to Gerhardt. Discussion along the blue line, but Duluth East maintains control. Keeping it in. Butcher's going to pick it up. He's got two in front of him. Good stick on Duluth East. Able to knock that loose and offsides by the Lightning with 4:30 remaining in the third period. Stopping to dump it in. Circling back of the net. Going far circle. Pushing up middle slot. Back to the other D line. Shot goes wide. Maybe Mike's Lightning get it clear. Not enough sauce. No icing. If you see able to get a stick on it, they're going to dump it back over. Good scoop, deflects anything from going off, but centering option saved by Peterson, sliding pad save. Saved it twice, I believe, there. Another option for centering, shot on goal, saved again. Peterson knocked off to this corner again. And good clear by Kilmer, Ani, but back to the blue line. Still loose puck out front. Unable to find it. Good clear from the Lightning. Still maintaining control. Another shot goes, just hits the side of the net. Lots of shot, lots of loose change. Under 3 minutes of game time left. Again, 0-7. Puck out of play as it hit the bench players. Clear it. Shot comes a little early in the whistle. Is pad saved by Peterson. Looks like it might have been in the glove and out the glove. Just asking for a stop time. Minute 56. Might be some equipment malfunction with Peterson. Take a look. He's calling it good. On and offsides on Duluth East. Coming in, they're going to take a shot. Glove saved by Peterson. Just over a minute of game time left. clear, gets a skate. Duluth East still maintaining control. Picked up by Kilmer. Kilmer's going to enter in the zone. Push it up. Duluth East able to intercept it before it could get to Maroney. Maroney's going to pick it up. Passes it back to Hogue. Duluth East picking up neutral zone. 35 seconds remain in the third period. Just hits the pole. Another shot goes high. Puck sitting behind the net. 21 seconds remain in the third period. I think the refs are calling that that's going to be the game. That they are. That's going to be the buzzer. 56 shots on goal for the Duluth East. 6 shots on goal by Northern Lakes. If that's been kept up, not sure if it has been, but that's what that's going to end with. Lightning 0, Duluth East 7, and that's going to be the end of the first game. Northern Lakes Lightning will be live again 12:15 tomorrow versus Armstrong Cooper, and hopefully the boys can get some rest and some fuel in them. We'll be back tomorrow. In the end, it's all about a sport and having fun. That's what we're going to see out there. All right, thanks for tuning in. Again, we'll be live tomorrow, 12:15.